Hi, I'm Sharai.
And I'm Kallysa. The chapter we are presenting is Thorough Revising from Peter Elbow's book, Writing with Power. The key idea of thorough revising is time. This time includes not just work time, but putting it away and forgetting about it time. There are 4 sections to this. When revising, you have 2 main options. 1, putting it aside, and 2, wrestling some more. Putting it aside for a couple of days is easiest and best. Your mind will chew on the problem by itself while you are supposedly ignoring it, so the main point will come perfectly to you. Now, the first section is get your raw draft in order. This entails fixing the readers and your main purpose in mind. Next, scan through raw writing and mark important parts. Take the important parts you have found and make them into a sentence or 2, which will help you find your main point. If for some reason you are struggling to find your main point, make a false point. Summing things up into a false point will often produce the idea you've been looking for. The last step is getting your raw writing revised and ready to create an outline. By taking your best bits of raw writing and summarizing them into clear sentences that form a coherent story, you can make your outline. The second section of thorough revising is to make a draft out of all the information you gathered by following the steps in section 1. Use your outline as a blueprint to write out a rough draft. Writing out a rough draft will include writing lots of new things. At this stage, throw out worries and just get your thoughts down. Decisions such as what word to use here or there, or does this belong here, are easier to make after. The general principle to follow here is to bring the whole piece along gradually and polish and make final decisions later. The third section in revising is having a possible detour, aka deal with a breakdown, and a whole lot of mess. If you are dealing with a minor mess, such as writing seemingly going against your outline, then take a break and get a new perspective, and this will help you deal with this the best. Section 3 continued, but sometimes you're dealing with a major mess. For example, a small detail can bring up something you haven't thought of before, and then your whole draft blows up. Or you think of an opposing argument that you cannot answer. Don't worry, because these things bring new and better ideas. If you do not have time, though, to work out these dilemmas, then save them for another time and put them away. Find a way to distract your reader from whatever hole you couldn't fix in your writing. So if you do have time, then explore the new things that have come up and try to put them into your writing. The fourth section is to tighten and clean up your language. This entails reading out loud, removing mistakes in grammar and usage. The key activity is to take your raw draft and carefully cut out extra words and unwanted chunks to make a new draft. This means abandoning extra words, but also trying to give them the exact meaning that you're trying to achieve. Elbow also says that although having formal writing is important, we do not want to revise our words too much to the point where it sounds like a robot. He advises us to stop beating around the bush, to just say it.